Kanye West, the genius behind the madness. Early life and background. Kanye Omari West was born on June 8, 1977, in Atlanta, Georgia, but raised in Chicago, Illinois. His parents, Donda West, an English professor, and Ray West, a former Black Panther and photojournalist, had a significant influence on his early life. Kanye's parents divorced when he was just 3 years old, and his mother played a central role in shaping his worldview. Donda West fostered Kanye's passion for the arts, often encouraging his creativity. Raised in a middle-class neighborhood, Kanye developed an early interest in both music and visual art. His mother's support was instrumental in his creative development, and Kanye often credits her for nurturing his talent. By the age of 10, Kanye had already developed an interest in music, and he began experimenting with beats and production. His early exposure to hip-hop culture came through his involvement in Chicago's local scene, where he would later form relationships with prominent figures like No ID. These early years helped shape Kanye's drive and his belief that he was destined for greatness. As a child prodigy, Kanye would go on to attend Chicago's prestigious art school, the American Academy of Art, before transferring to Chicago State University. However, it was his artistic ambitions that eventually led him to drop out of college, setting the stage for his future success in music. Rise as a producer. Before Kanye West became a household name as a rapper, he was already establishing himself as one of the most sought-after producers in hip-hop. His production style, characterized by soulful samples and inventive beats, caught the attention of major artists in the late 1990s and early 2000s. Kanye's big break came when he began producing tracks for Jay-Z's iconic album, The Blueprint, in 2001. His production work on hits like Izzo, HOVA, and Takeover earned him widespread recognition within the music industry. However, Kanye's ambitions stretched beyond producing. He wanted to be an artist in his own right, and this dream led to his now famous story of being turned down by multiple record labels. Despite his success as a producer, many were reluctant to take a chance on Kanye as a rapper. Undeterred, Kanye continued to develop his craft, even as he faced challenges in getting signed. His big moment came when Rockefeller Records, led by Jay-Z, finally signed him, and Kanye began working on his debut album. But before the record deal, Kanye was already making waves with his mixtapes, which showcased his skills both as a producer and a performer. His unique blend of introspective lyrics and innovative beats would eventually change the course of hip-hop history. Breakthrough with The College Dropout. Kanye West's breakthrough moment came with the release of his debut album, The College Dropout, in 2004. The album was a radical departure from the dominant trends in hip-hop at the time. Where many rap albums glorified materialism and gangsta culture, The College Dropout offered an introspective and cerebral take on life, education, and personal struggle. Kanye's unconventional approach to hip-hop was a breath of fresh air in the genre, combining deeply personal lyrics with lush, soulful production. Tracks like Through the Wire, which Kanye recorded while his jaw was wired shut after a car accident, showcased his resilience and determination to make his voice heard. The album also featured hits like Jesus Walks and All Falls Down, which addressed social issues like religion, race, and self-doubt. The College Dropout was not only a critical success but also a commercial one, debuting at number 2 on the Billboard 200 and earning Kanye his first Grammy nominations. The album earned widespread acclaim for its originality and authenticity, propelling Kanye from a respected producer to a global star. The College Dropout didn't just redefine Kanye's career, it changed the landscape of hip-hop, paving the way for a new generation of artists who sought to bring both introspection and innovation to the genre. Late registration and graduation. Following the success of The College Dropout, Kanye West quickly followed up with 2 more groundbreaking albums, Late Registration in 2005 and Graduation in 2007. Late Registration marked a further evolution in Kanye's sound, incorporating more orchestral elements, with production that featured lush string arrangements and a wider range of collaborators, including John Bryan. The album explored themes of fame, family, and social consciousness, with tracks like Gold Digger becoming instant hits. With Late Registration, Kanye proved that his success was not a fluke but a continuation of his artistic growth. The album earned him critical acclaim and multiple Grammy Awards, solidifying his place at the top of the hip-hop world. However, Kanye's ambition didn't stop there. In 2007, Kanye released Graduation, an album that would go on to reshape the sound of hip-hop once again. Graduation marked Kanye's entry into the mainstream, with songs like Stronger and Good Life crossing over into pop territory. The album's release even sparked a highly publicized chart battle between Kanye and 50 Cent, which Kanye famously won. Graduation was a commercial triumph, debuting at number 1 and showcasing Kanye's ability to blend hip-hop with electronic music, rock and pop influences, making him one of the most innovative artists of his time. Loss of his mother, Donda West. In November 2007, Kanye West experienced one of the most devastating moments of his life, the death of his mother, Donda West. Donda, who had been Kanye's greatest supporter and an influential figure in his life, passed away suddenly due to complications from cosmetic surgery. Her death had a profound impact on Kanye, both personally and professionally. The loss left him feeling unmoored and deeply grieving, and it is often said that her death marked the turning point in Kanye's life. In the wake of this tragedy, Kanye's music began to take on a darker, more introspective tone. His 2008 album 808s and Heartbreak was born out of this sorrow, featuring a stark departure from his previous work. The album embraced auto-tune and minimalistic, electronic production, reflecting Kanye's emotional vulnerability and heartbreak. It was a deeply personal record, with Kanye pouring his pain and grief into every track. Though 808s and Heartbreak was initially met with mixed reviews, it later became regarded as a precursor to the experimental direction that Kanye's music would take in the following years. Donda West's death shaped Kanye in ways both artistic and emotional, influencing the sound of his future albums and his approach to both life and music. My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. In 2010, Kanye West released My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, an album that would go on to define his artistic legacy. After a tumultuous period marked by personal controversies, including the infamous 2009 MTV Video Music Awards incident with Taylor Swift, Kanye returned with an album that was both a redemption and a reinvention. The album was his boldest statement yet, blending hip-hop, rock, electronic music, and orchestral arrangements in an ambitious exploration of fame, excess, and self-doubt. With tracks like Power, Runaway, and Monster, Kanye created a sonic landscape that was both grandiose and intimate. The album featured an all-star cast of collaborators, including Jay-Z, Kid Cudi, Bon Iver, and Nicki Minaj. My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy was not only a critical success, it received near-universal acclaim, topping numerous best-of-the-decade lists. The album's lush production, innovative use of samples, and Kanye's confessional lyricism cemented his place as a visionary artist, unafraid to push boundaries. In many ways, it marked the peak of Kanye's artistic powers. But the album also served as a reflection of Kanye's inner turmoil and a deep exploration of the darker side of fame. My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy remains one of the most influential albums of the 21st century, shaping the direction of both hip-hop and popular music at large. Controversial public persona. Kanye West's career has been marked not just by his musical genius but by his larger-than-life public persona, often controversial and unpredictable. From interrupting Taylor Swift's acceptance speech at the 2009 MTV Video Music Awards to his outspoken support for Donald Trump, Kanye has never shied away from stirring public debate. The VMA incident, in particular, set the tone for his relationship with the media. While his actions were widely criticized, they also highlighted his unwavering confidence and willingness to challenge the norms of celebrity behavior. Kanye's unfiltered thoughts often sparked outrage, but they also fueled his mystique as a figure who, while brash, was also deeply passionate about his beliefs. His presidential run in 2020 was another chapter in his controversial public life. Kanye announced his candidacy in the middle of a turbulent political season, running on an unconventional platform that incorporated his religious beliefs and his personal views on issues like mental health. His campaign, while largely seen as a publicity stunt, demonstrated Kanye's tendency to blur the lines between art, politics, and personal expression. Throughout his career, Kanye's actions have often overshadowed his music, creating a paradox where his genius is inseparable from his eccentric behavior. His controversial public persona continues to keep fans and critics guessing, making Kanye one of the most polarizing figures in pop culture. Business ventures and fashion. Kanye West has always been a forward-thinking artist, constantly looking for new ways to expand his influence beyond music. His ventures into fashion and business have been just as groundbreaking as his work in music. In 2009, Kanye began to pursue his passion for fashion, launching his own clothing line, Yeezy. The line was initially met with mixed reactions, but Kanye's perseverance and unique approach to design paid off. Yeezy quickly became one of the most sought-after sneaker and apparel brands, particularly after his collaboration with Adidas in 2013. The Yeezy brand, known for its minimalist and futuristic aesthetic, has become a cultural phenomenon, with some of the most iconic sneaker releases in modern history. Beyond fashion, Kanye has also made significant strides in the world of business, with ventures in everything from tech to real estate. His success in the fashion world made him one of the richest black men in America, with his net worth reportedly reaching billions. Kanye's business ventures are deeply tied to his personal brand, which blends artistry, entrepreneurship, and social commentary. His influence has extended beyond music, reshaping the way artists view their role in the business world. Kanye's ability to innovate and transcend industries has cemented his legacy not just as a musical genius, but as a mogul who helped redefine what it means to be a modern creative entrepreneur. Legacy and influence. Kanye West's legacy is defined by his ability to reshape music, culture, and business in ways that few other artists have. His influence on modern hip-hop cannot be overstated. His production techniques, genre-defying albums, and introspective lyrics have inspired countless artists who followed in his footsteps. Beyond music, Kanye has left an indelible mark on fashion, design, and pop culture. His ability to blend high fashion with streetwear, and to bring attention to issues of race, class, and mental health, has made him a global figure who transcends the boundaries of music. Kanye's approach to creativity is marked by his constant reinvention. From the soulful samples of The College Dropout to the experimental sounds of Yeezus and the gospel influences in Jesus is King, Kanye has always sought to challenge himself and his audience. His willingness to take risks, both musically and personally, has made him one of the most unpredictable and fascinating artists of his generation. Kanye's work has influenced a wide range of industries, from music to fashion to film, and his legacy as a cultural icon is secure. Despite his controversies, his contributions to art and culture have had a lasting impact, ensuring that his name will remain synonymous with innovation and artistic vision for years to come.